will be.
Hi, I'm Shay Lisi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going camping on my Trail 125 all by myself. I always go camping with big groups of people, but I've never tried it all alone. Solo style, like her two wheels. So I'm packing up all my stuff now and heading to the campground. This is everything that I am bringing. My tent is outside, but I've got my camera equipment, my comfy equipment, cooking equipment, and my food. So let's get it packed up. Got my pre-ground coffee. Put that in here with my eggs so they don't jostle. Maybe I'll just leave forever and be Ed Marsh. Okay, goodbye. Bye forever. Not even 10 minutes down the road and I spilled my coffee all over my pants, so I'm gonna turn around. I hate to say Josh was right, but he was right. I shouldn't have kept my coffee on my handlebars. This fucking mount sucks. Do not buy a Ram mount for your coffee. Buy a big ass cup holder. That brand is the bomb. I went across the country and even dumped my motorcycle with my cup in that cup holder, and I ain't deal with this shit. Plus now I have to turn around and tell Josh that he was right. Round 2, baby. Now let's hope and pray I don't hit any traffic, because now I'm technically on the road at 3:45. So I wanted to stop for gas a lot closer to the campground, but I guess now is gonna have to do. Got my $4 of gas. I've got my 2-gallon tank filled up. So far this camping trip has cost me about 50 bucks. With all this shit strapped down on it, this bike does not go 60 miles an hour with me on it anymore. I'm capping out at about 45, 50 miles an hour now. But fast 55! I'm going! I'm a speed demon! I'm making Ed Marsh proud of me right now. Oh, 59, 59! I'm almost up to the 60 miles an hour speed limit. This was the only way to get to the campsite that wasn't a highway. Honestly, if it wasn't for Ed Marsh and her two wheels, I don't know if I'd be even doing this right now. This is totally out of my element. I can't do this, man. I gotta get to camp. Nobody tell, okay?
This traffic went on for miles and miles and miles. Oh, and some more miles.
I haven't gotten pulled over yet, so I'm gonna keep riding it. Lane splitting should be legal. Oh my God, I would have been sitting in that forever. Ooh, I feel so good after going through that, man. Holy shit. I probably just shaved over half an hour to an hour off of my trip from not sitting in that. Ooh, that felt so good. Home sweet home. Well, for the night, at least. Time to unpack and then go back and get some firewood. So I have no signal to figure out the instructions to this tent, and I'm realizing I've never set up a tent before, and I'm not gonna let this tent get the f***ing best of me.
Once I got home, I realized the Lone Rider tent only takes about 3 minutes to set up. Somehow it managed to take me an hour. You can just tell how pissed off I am by the look in my face. It's hilarious.
I was racing back to the front of the park and I almost hit a deer. I just came back up to the front of the park to get some firewood. I think it's about to rain. Yeah, that looks like rain on my radar. I'm a little bit nervous. I think this rain is about to come in real hard. I can feel little rain droplets. Maybe those are just bugs splatting against my skin. It's hard to tell. Because of how long it took me to set up my tent, I'm gonna have to cook my food in the dark now. If I get to cook food at all, because of this rain. I'm just glad I got my shelter set up before the sunset. I really should have looked it up, because now that I figured it out, I can tell it only takes like 3 minutes to set up the tent. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. I just gotta be able to pivot.
As the rain started coming in, I finished setting up my camp with my spider friend, and then we went to go take cover for the next hour. It might have been more than an hour. It was really hard to tell because at this point, my phone was completely dead. Josh let me borrow his fire starter, but eventually I got so annoyed with it that I just brought out my back torch.
Oh my god, finally. Finally. I've got boiling water. I forgot half the ingredients at home. It doesn't matter. This is everything to me.
Of course, I had to pretend to wake up for the camera.
Bro, what the A bunch of tiny little spider babies and their fucking mother in my tent. Please leave. This is not a safe space for you. Please go away. What did I say? You gotta go, bro. Of course, now there's fucking spider babies literally all over my goddamn tent. Well, I spilled my coffee. I will have fun, goddammit. And I have the biggest seed in my avocado. Just can't win. Bone apple tea. Did it! Oh, holy shit!
Off I go. I'm packed up. Time to head home. During this whole trip, I didn't feel like Ed Marsh at all. I was struggling to make everything work. I had 2 meals in the woods. I set up my tent before the rain came. All in all, not too bad. Now I'm driving home with no GPS. Bye, Cool Creek. If anything, I learned a lot about camping, and I learned a lot about myself, such as I'm not very good at camping. I think it's definitely something that takes practice. It's not something that you just jump into and you're immediately good at. Cooking outside is hard, especially when I've never even been taught how to use a grill. That was not a thing that women did in my childhood, so I was never allowed to use a lawnmower or a grill, so cooking outside is hard for me. But if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. I still managed to cook the meal. But being bad at something has just determined me to get good at it. Shit, do I take a left here or go straight? I think I go straight.
Transformation flavored. Because I need a transformation right now. Tastes insane.
Man, I'm not good at a lot of stuff, but I am good at directions. I got all the way home without using my GPS from somewhere I've never been before. So if you put me and Josh together, I feel like we could probably survive. Alone? Very questionable. And that is a wrap. Okay, we're home. I didn't feel like Ed Marsh at all.